Alright, welcome back to Go Nippon, my first trip to Japan. We're still sightseeing around Kyoto. We just arrived at Kinkakuji. Yeah, Kin in Kinkaku refers to the grand golden color of the temple. The name is actually a nickname. Yeah, Kin like Kintamas, of which this guy has none. I kid. It's Rokuonji. You really know your stuff, Akira. Hold your applause until the end. I still know lots more about the Rokuonji. Then why don't you tell us? Leave it to me. Sure. Give us a history lesson, Akira. Fact is, there was a temple here already in the 13th century, but the noble who commissioned it was put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and it fell into ruin. I wish I knew no more about that. I do remember studying this at university. Around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it up and built a new temple, which he called Rokuonji. Actually, this thing is from Rokuonji, from Kinkakuji. This little charm here. Yeah, that really happened. She's actually right. You're asking Oneshi-chan for confirmation. I just wanted to be sure. This is all I know. Okay, hold on. Oh, shoot. That's it, you scroll up. I also know that when the temple was completed, the ground surrounded was larger and it was completely burnt down once. It was just 60 years ago. It was arson. Someone set fire to it. 1950, a young monk still in training. Ah, bastard. The temple was complete, was already a famous treasure at the time, so it caused quite a huge stir. It's like the castle in Okinawa. It's not the original castle, it's just it's a modern recreation of the castle based on the original or based on historical documents. Kinkakuji, they're talking about a novel. You really know a lot about Kinkakuji. Told you know a lot about it. So have you read the novel? Mishima Yukio's Kinkakuji has been translated into many languages, so you should read it when you get the chance. Maybe I will. Anyway, I would say visit Kinkakuji. We also go to visit Ginkakuji, which is on the other side of town. Basically a similar looking temple, but it's not gold. It's not quite as gaudy. Well, I mean gaudy. I mean it's quite beautiful, but I like Ginkakuji more because it's more modest. I heard that in ancient Europe referred to Japan as Jipan. Ancient Europe? Well, it's like Renaissance Europe. It's like 15th century Europe. Look at this, I can see Marco Polo would have felt that way. Alright, so what else are we doing? What do you think of Kyoto so far? First, I wasn't really seeing the town's history and culture at all. But the more I walk around, the more I feel a traditional atmosphere seeping in. Kyoto has lots of temples and shrines. That is true. Kyoto is just... If you love temples, you'll love Kyoto. And you can't do everything in one day. You need at least a week to see everything. But like I said, get a bicycle. If you're gonna go Kyoto, take a bicycle and just, you know, scoot around, zip around the place. Ghost gives the town values its history. While Kyoto continues to expand, the city as a whole does protect its traditions. I think that's what makes it amazing. Yeah, they're like building standards in certain parts of Kyoto where you're not allowed to have like neon signs or whatever. It has to be in the style of the old city. Like, I think there's a Starbucks there with a traditional like wooden sign. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen it myself, but I would like to see. When I think about it that way, Kyoto really is like a representation of Japan itself. There's one thing that surprised me coming to Kyoto. And what is that? The language. Because it's not like Tokyo stuff. Ah yeah, Kansai Ben. It's a dialect. The accent and the words people use, it's nothing like the Japanese I know. People in Kyoto and nearby Osaka and Kobe speak what's called Kansai Ben. Specifically, Kobe, Osaka, and Kyoto all have their own dialects, but in general, the term is Kansai Ben. Well, Kansai I mean, the word Sai means south, so everything I think technically everything southern Japan is Kansai-ben. I'm not sure about Kagoshima though. And Okinawa-ben is just a whole nother beast entirely. How should I say? It feels like it has nuances that I don't hear in Japanese of Tokyo. It's kind of fast-paced and funny. When you listen to... oh shoot. It almost sounds like they might burst out laughing. Really? I don't think that at all. It does sound different, but, you know. Remember what I said before that Kyoto was the capital of Japan long ago? While that was going on, the city of Osaka was developing next door. Osaka developed as a merchant city. They based their values around merchant culture. So I think their language developed an interaction between a shop owner and a customer. Making the customer feel comfortable is important in the business world. They made them laugh so that they relax and feel more like buying things. It's just my own suspicion, but I wonder if it might not be true. Maybe it's the developers injecting their own theories. The real Kansai has a lot of... the real Kansai has done a lot to develop comedians and comedy culture. As you might hear Kansai-ben on TV too. I just think of Osaka from Azumanga Daioh. Now I think about it, it's really cute. Oh, here we go again. It really sounds cute when girls speak it too. Of course you would think that. We don't speak Kansai-ben. Does that mean you don't think we're cute? That's not it. That's not what I was going to say at all. Man, this guy really just speaks his mind, doesn't he? He has no filter. You both wish we spoke. That's right. Man, put the brakes on it, man. Even without speaking Kansai-ben, I think we make a good comedy team, don't you? Alright. Well, what else are we gonna do in Kyoto? I hear honking. Where are we now? This is, ta-da! This is Kyoto's premier entertainment district, Gion. I don't think I went here. All the buildings still have an older, refined feeling to them. The town of Gion is the gateway to Yasaka Shrine. It's basically a town that sprang up along the road to the shrine. The name Gion comes from the fact that Yasaka Shrine was once known as the Gion Shrine. Uh-huh. It's another very beautiful street. It has a refined atmosphere. But isn't there like a famous building? There's nothing like that. I mean, there's the shrine at the end of the road. Look over there, walking towards us. And you couldn't show us a picture of what's walking towards us. Tiny red lips and face white makeup. And such a beautiful kimono. Is that a high-class geisha? Sort of, but geisha is only for Tokyo. In Kyoto they're called geiko. The young apprentice of a geiko are known as maiko. She looks young and she's probably a maiko. Just turned to us and bowed. She's so cute! Keep it together, man. I hear back in the day maiko were a girl around 10 years old. Damn. That's what they say. They started young. How about sumo start young as well? Because Maiko and Geiko would play instruments at banquets and sing and dance. They like flowers. They used to add life to a party. And men of high standing and rank would come to them. So in order to keep them from offending anyone, they received strict... Alright, so you're just explaining this. Yep. These days it's seen as problematic to make children work so hard. Nowadays you can't just begin Maiko training until you finish school. I mean, that makes sense. Saw it on TV too. There are fewer and fewer women who want to become Maiko these days. Oh, that's interesting. Push spacebar and it just... Oh, that's cool. I'm discovering new things. Jobs that were started long ago started to start declining. Yeah, it's the argument of preserving history versus the practicality of modern society. I'm just speaking out my ass at this point. More people want to do it nowadays compared to before. I guess people realize the the value of, yeah, this traditional cultures. Because it's unique to Japan, you know, the geiko and the geiko culture. Unfortunately, that's not possible to call a geiko. Girls refuse first-time customers. Most people have to be referred by an existing customer. So it's like a network. Or I assume if you're like stinking rich, they'll make an exception for first-time customers. But it probably takes a lot of money, yeah. That's just what I said. Just an idea. I can tell you're really upset about it. Told you I was joking. Sure. As long as we're here, we should stop by Yasaka Shrine, then back to our hotel. And they don't even show us going to the shrine. They just fast forward. Just fast forward to the night sky. Here's a beautiful shot of the night sky. Hotel might be more humble than the halls where geiko perform, but still a nice place. The food in Kyoto tastes completely different to the food in Tokyo. Well, yeah, it's yeah, it's a different region. Kyoto's an amazing place for food, though. Oh, where are we up to? It's day 5. Wonderful. So we're more than halfway through our trip. Another beautiful day. Alright, so what are we doing today? Next destination is a temple called Yoanji. Yoanji is a magnificent temple, of course. There's a number of other charms to people who visit. Like what? The answer is... this thing. The rock garden. Yeah, why is he silent? Got sort of sucked in. A garden made out of rocks and sand with no trees. Feels kind of empty. It sounds strange, but when I look at it long enough, it starts to look like islands in the ocean. Wow, that's amazing! This type of garden is called Kare Sansui. As you say, it symbolizes mountains and water without the use of water. I see. I think you stumbled upon its meaning without realizing it. So maybe if I got a little closer to being Japanese with these few days. That's the wish of every weeaboo. So who created this garden? To tell you the truth, no one really knows. They say it was made by some time in the 15th century, and there are varying theories as to its creator, but no one knows for sure. Well, that's mysterious. There's a mystery about it. Take a look. How many stones do you see in the garden? Yeah, 14. But since you asked, it must mean... Yes, there are really 15 stones in all. Alright, let me count again. Oh, you're right, there's another stone hidden behind that one. The garden was designed so that only one spot where you can see all 15 stones at once. Oh, that's cool. I wonder really how they did that. Right, the Stoa in the Vatican was built so that the 2 rows of pillars line up perfectly when you stand in the center of the plaza. Well, I've never been to the Vatican. I've never even been to Rome. I should go someday. The garden itself is built on a slight decline, so the height of the stones in the back will seem to change height from some angles. There's some optical illusions like that. Cool. What's the hidden meaning? You have to figure it out yourself. That's the meaning of Zen. Zen. I'm not familiar with it. Tell the truth, no one knows the deepest meaning of this garden. Well, it's up to interpretation. Like Aki-chan said, because there's no answer, that means you can think it out for yourself. And that's the beauty of it, and that's the meaning of Zen, apparently. To find truth in yourself. Liar. What the hell is this? That's what I really meant when I said that. What's with that look? You got something to say? Not at all. Where are we going now? Walking around all day, but there's so much to see in Kyoto. There is. We've only been hitting up the main spots. Can't see it all in a day or two. We better head home. Next thing we see will be our last. I know just the place. Place to go, where's that? That is. 30 bucks entry fee. Where are we going? What is this place? This is the Uzumasa Movie Village. Ooh. Theme park, a recreation of an Edo period village. Cool. Man, oh my. This game is actually legitimately making me excited for my actual trip. I never knew this place was here. It takes about 30 minutes by train to Tokyo, but I really wanted to show it to you. It's fairly rare in Japan, but they're quite fun, especially recreation of ancient Japan, I see. Then this is... You're in a daze. Sorry, don't worry about it. I'm just happy to see you're having fun. Alright, so's the point. Why are we here? Oh, they're bickering again. That's this game. If you love seeing two sisters argue, then there you go. Originally, a lot of Japanese movie companies would film here. I'm sure they still do. Jidaigeki. Hold on. Originally, a lot of Japanese movie companies would film here because a lot of our movies back then were Jidaigeki. They still are. I mean, a lot of them are. Although I guess today you have like CG and whatnot. So most of the Jidaigeki end up getting filmed here. Then a part of the set was open to the public. Oh, I should go to bed soon. Which is why it's called Uzumasa Movie Village. See, that's interesting. Really amazing. They didn't just recreate the surface of the building. You can actually walk around and experience the town for yourself. I wonder if you can go into any of the buildings. That would be cool. There are even exhibits about the filming process. Oh, I would love that. I am a self-proclaimed cinemaphile. And there are Chambara shows too. Oh, Chambara. Yeah, I really tried Chambara. Not sure about that, but we can do at least. Wait, hold on. Oh, I just skipped over the explanation of Chanbara. You don't just watch them, they really teach you the Chanbara style. Oh, they don't explain the origin of Chanbara, which is the sound that the swords make when they clash and hit each other. The idea was like Chanbara bara, Chanbara bara. Again, the Japanese love their onomatopoeias. Which do you want? You have to choose. Oh, they're playing dress up. Oh, the pressure's on, buddy. Okay then. You better choose seriously. I know. Let's see, for the two of you... Oh man. 76 bucks to play dress up. You guys are still changing? Well, women always take longer to get ready. Oh, here we are. Huh? Oh, mate, keep it together. Whoa! Ta-da! How is it? Do you like it? I'm sorry we took so much time. It's 'cause you're a woman! He's having a heart attack. Someone get his insulin. He's having a diabetes. What is it? His diabetes is acting up. You don't look so bad yourself. Really, I couldn't say. Do I look like a samurai? A blonde samurai. Tom Cruise. Well, he's brown hair, but whatever. You look like a dashing samurai. Serious? So why don't you show a picture of me? You look like a dashing villainous governor. Yeah, you, governor. That's not a compliment at all. I mean, some people like to be the bad guy. Just look at Razor Ramon. But anyway, I didn't think I'd get to dress up like this. Oh, it might have been 75 bucks for the 3 of them, so 2,500 yen. Yeah, the girls look really amazing. They always look great, but I think I prefer them in the Japanese style of clothes. What's wrong, Akira? I just don't think I can accept this. Can't accept what? You picked the princess costume for my sister, so why did you make me a lady samurai? It's because lady samurai are awesome. I wanted to be more feminine, like a Michael, or wouldn't have minded a princess outfit. Well, you gotta have the variety. Well, I just what? Just kind of spit it out already. I mean, this dude has no filter anyway. Oh, he's speaking in English. You can tell because there's no Japanese. Just that Akira's a happy, attractive girl, and I think this suits her better than princess clothes. Don't you think, Makoto? Yes, I do. As her older sister. Who starts a sentence by saying as her older sister? You could have just said, I also think that outfits brings out her charm a bit more than others. ちょっと待って。何二人英語で喋ってんのよ。But while I know you're saying it in English, so you won't understand, I think you should probably tell her. But I don't know what she'll do to me if I tell her that. ほら、二人だけじゃ喋れるな。My Japanese reading is dismal. I can read in my head, slowly just fine. I can absorb the knowledge then, but if I have to talk on the spot... What's he saying? さては、二人して私のこと悪く言ってるのね。I don't know. Is that accurate? No, we're complimenting to you. Is that the kanji for homeru? Oh, that's complicated. You're lying. Fine. You're saying I don't look good in pretty things. Don't pout. Why didn't they show that? Villainous governor who entered into the conspiracy will face my judgment. Prepare yourself. Let's do this. Oh, it's dangerous to swing the sword around. Oh, and that sword is on the wrong way. You're supposed to have the curvy side down. Resistance is useless. As in, if the sword is curved like this, you have to point it downward so the curve is like this. That way it's easier to put back in. Alright, loading. Oh, we're on the train home. Alright, well, I think I'll pause it here for now. And, well, on the next episode we will catch the train back home to Tokyo, and I guess we'll head back home to their house. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. It's getting late and I go to work tomorrow, so, have a good day, everyone.